Ladies and gentlemen, on the outset, my humble requests and respects to Shri Kunga Nima Lepchaji, who is the Honorable Minister of Education. I also extend my deepest respects to Professor Avinash Khare, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sikkim University, and of course the professors, the administrative staff here, and of course the students who are the backbone of a nation. It's an absolute honor to, in fact, to be present here on the occasion of this 75th anniversary of independence of a nation. बहुत गौरव की बात है मेरे लिए. और डॉक्टर वीना पंत जी ने जो मेरे लिए बोला, इनका बड़प्पन है, इन्होंने मेरे लिए इतना कुछ बोला, but I accept it, in fact, not for me, but for the team, जिसके अंदर मैं कभी कभी उस टीम का भाग रहा या कभी कभी उस टीम का नेतृत्व किया, जिसके वजह से आज जो उन्होंने मेरे लिए बोला वो संभव हो पाया. आज आप लोगों के बीच में बैठते हुए, when I was sitting here and going through all this mesmerizing things which were happening around, it was very nostalgic. I felt back 30 years back, 32 years back when I was in college and school, and I grew up. And it is very difficult to, in fact, somebody will share with me. आप में से कोई ऐसे होंगे जो मेरी तरह ही, जिसके पिताजी teaching line में, माताजी teaching line में, everybody in my household is all in education side. My grandfather was Vice Chancellor Jammu and Kashmir University, Dr. Ban. My father was Herald Department Economics. My mother was principal in a school. My chacha, everybody in education department. So keeping that in mind, it was a lot of pressure on me when I was a student. Those who understand, those who are going through it will understand it. It's very difficult to be born in such type of a family. But then, my grandfather once told me, and it still resonates in my mind. उन्होंने मुझे बोला, क्योंकि प्रेशर रहता है पढ़ाई का, नंबर अच्छे लाने हैं. That time he told me, son, education does not mean to teach people to know what they do not know. It means to teach them to behave as they do not behave. Now that kept in my mind. That was the first lesson when I was in school and college I got from my grandfather. That education does not only revolve around books, it also revolves around your overall development, how you behave yourself in a society, what you do for your society, how you build up the nation. That is what is education. Then in the early 20s, I went to the academy, joined the Indian Army, and it's not an easy job to be part of the armed forces, especially when you are in the academy. A lot of rigors, lot of hard work, both physical, mental, psychological. You are broken apart. In fact, they take you to what you call it, to the limits of your physical ability, and it is that time when you try to beat your own limits, and that is the time you come to know that when the going in life gets tough, it is the tough which gets going in life. So that was the second lesson I got in my life. Then thereafter, I got a little bit of my dream, joined the Indian Army. And in fact, all students who are sitting here and all those who have almost achieved their dreams or all on the verge of achieving or going on to their dream cycle, it's not difficult. The most important tool in life to achieve your dream is education. Education is important. And there are many stakeholders which are involved in achieving your dream. अगर आप सोचें, तो there is a professor who is guiding you, who is a person who inspires you. He is the one from you gain knowledge. Then there are your parents who are a support system behind you, who are working all round the clock so that you are able to achieve your aim. And then there is the government also, which is supporting in terms of providing you the education system as well as the infrastructure which is supporting this education system. But nothing matters unless and until it is you who fulfills your responsibility. It is you who makes best of this education. Then only you will be able to achieve your aim. As far as India is concerned, 75 years, it has come a long way in reaching today what we are. We have seen we have gone through, endured 4 major wars, even more than that, if you count skirmishes also along with that. 1947-48, we are all aware. 1962, we are aware. 65, 71, 1999, 1966, just covered skirmishes which happened in this, along with the China and the border. We have gone a long way. And as far as the Indian Army is concerned, we have given our best. And we know the success stories which are left behind by these wars. But एक बात मैं आपको सबको बताना चाहता हूँ, when the Indian Army fights ahead at the borders, it is not fighting against the enemy, it is fighting for the persons who are behind. When we fight at the borders, we know there is somebody behind us who is supporting us. We fight because we know that a nation is behind us, nation supports us. That gives us strength to fight at the borders. So it's very important that the nation stays behind the Indian Army, and Indian Army and the nation is one. It is no different two entities, it is one entity as such. Then India has come a long way as far as the maintaining the global and diplomatic relations are concerned. It is the largest democracy in the world. We are all aware about it. We have got 1,600 local dialects and more than that, which are being spoken in a country. We have come a long way from the Green Revolution, the Agricultural Revolution, then coming on to the industrial part of it, then coming on to the infrastructure development, and today here where we stand after 75 years, we are all aware. But what is the best is, on all these things, what is the best is, what we have given to the world is the best and the most brilliant minds in the world are of India. They are Indians, which are at the topmost post in the world community as of today. No success story, whether it is of a country or whether it's of an individual, comes without challenges. Gandhiji, we just saw, the father of the nation, his life was full of challenges. Challenges come, they have to come, there is no doubt about it. But it is you who has to face their challenges. It is you who have to provide solution to those challenges so that you are able to face those challenges. Just imagine when you have to prepare for a subject next day morning, you are a student, that's why I'm giving this example. The subject which you are not the best, you are the weakest. Just imagine you are aspiring to go for a job and you don't get that job. Because of whatever reason, you still aspire to get that job. Just imagine that the support system which has to be provided by your family at home is not, you are not able to be provided with that, and you have to navigate through this whole life yourself alone. And just imagine that the goals which you have set for yourself are too high, too ambitious, it's very difficult to achieve them. These all movements which are in the life, which are a challenge, are defined by one and only one thing, that is discipline. Now, there are so many things attached when you compare. There is a motivation factor, but then motivation is from outside. You get motivated by seeing some person. It is not stable. What is stable is discipline. It is consistent. It is steady and it is orderly. And it is important to have discipline in life. It is what gives you determination. It gives you resilience. It is, discipline is the one where you fail. Again, it gives you that much of adrenaline in yourself that, okay, let me give it one more shot to come out successful out of it. It is those days which define in a man when you get up in the morning too tired, okay, I will not go for a run. It is the discipline which makes you go for a run. So discipline in life is very important, and discipline comes from the younger days. So as a young person, if you go on incorporating this habit of discipline in you, I am definite that all the challenges which come in your life, you will be able to face it. And the weaknesses which are in you will be changed into strengths. Now, changing weakness into a strength, I'll just give you an example here. I will not take much of your time, another 2 minutes, 1 minute. Which is the weakest portion of a chain, a metal chain or gold chain? We have all seen. Which is the weakest? It is the weakest link in the chain. That is how much the strong is the chain. So it is important that we understand one own self and we are able to identify own weakness. अगर हमने अपनी कमी महसूस कर ली और उसका पता लगा लिया, then it is very easy in life. Then we have to develop on our weakness and make this weakness our strength. then nothing is impossible in life. In fact, everybody knows that impossible is also made of I am possible. So it is also possible. So that is important, to make your weakness the strength in your life. And end of the day, each one of us has to build this nation. The nation building is carried out not from those which are visible, but all those which are behind the curtains also. Today what was put up in front of us with the 15 persons which we saw, 15 students which we saw. But what went behind the curtains, in which so many persons were there as a support mechanism for this 15 to come up, that is important. This our country, the nation building, what is not important, what is seen. It is each one of us who has to work for the building of this nation. That is how a nation will develop each and every day, in every month and every year. And at the end of the day, if you see a watch which everybody wears, what is visible in a watch is the hour, is the the minute and the second. But what is not visible is all that which is inside this watch, but is working. It's working because each and every small machinery which is part of it is working. You make one small piece out of this watch, the watch will stop working. And that is what our country is made of. What is visible is not important, what is not visible is important. Each one of us has to contribute a bit to make our nation tall, stand in front of the League of Nations of the world. All have got a role to play, maybe small, maybe big. And whether in uniform or whether outside the uniform. That's all I wanted to say to you all. And in the last, before I leave, I want to thank each one of you to have given me this honor to come and witness this lovely program of the 75th year of independence. It was an honor to be here, and it was also a pleasure to go through this nostalgic moments I went through while watching this program, feeling that I'm back again in college and the university days. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. And Jai Hind.
धन्यवाद सर। यह सत्य है कि आज स्वातंत्र्य अगर जीवित है तो आप जैसे